chatting about Tears of Tess by Pepper Winters.
Yes, the one that took me a million years to read.
A million years. It's been so long since I read this book.
So I got to like 75, 80%, and then I just skipped the rest and I read the last chapter.
Yeah, that's fair. So at 65 to 70%, what had what was happening?
So where I left off, she just, let me just preface by saying she's stupid and I don't like her, which I feel happens in a lot of these books. So she'd already ran, the thing in the barn already happened, and he shot the guy, and she's back.
Mm-hmm.
She did the thing with the police, like Quincy saved me. I'm here of my own, volition or whatever.
Yeah.
And so where I left off is he's drunk, and she just said, "You have one night to do whatever. I give you free reign." And that's
That's
where I
where you
stopped.
stopped?
That's where I stopped. Okay, no, here's the
That's
thing.
the
No,
best
no, no,
scene of
no.
the entire book.
Okay. Let me preface by saying I had to put the book down because I had to do something. I don't know what it was. Okay, my Kindle. I had to put my Kindle down. Probably had to go to bed or work or something. And I have not picked it up since. But I also have a physical copy of the book. And so I just was like, well, let me just read the last chapter. How does this end? And then that's what I did. And it's still on my to be Goodreads as currently reading.
Oh my god. You're killing me, Smalls. I can't believe
I
you
have
made
a
it through 70% and then stopped. Like, right when it actually got decent.
I have a feeling that it's been very repetitious this whole time.
Yeah,
Like
it has. Yeah,
it
it
took
was.
forever. Like the first three
Mm-hmm.
chapters, I think I messaged you. I'm like, this is boring. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that this is going to be the best scene, and then it's just going to repeat itself again because the chapter was literally a fucking repeat of everything else. The last chapter was a repeat of everything else in the book.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that either.
Yeah. So
I didn't
maybe.
continue the series after I was done with this. So
Oh yeah,
that
no, I
tells
won't either.
everything you need to know.
Like I think the idea is there because there's lots of romance novels that have this concept of
Right,
being
yeah.
sold and bought, different ways. But I think Stockholm syndrome like hit in too quickly for her
Mm,
and not, I don't know, everybody in the book just pissed me off.
yeah.
They're like, it's okay, just accept your fate. And she's like, nah. But then she does. And I'm just like, oh my Lord.
Yeah.
I guess I can't say much as I've never been in that position, obviously. But I don't know. I don't know. There's nothing that stands out at all
Yeah.
in
No,
that whole first book.
I don't disagree with that at all. Okay, so did you make it to the point where she actually goes back to the boyfriend?
No, in the first book she goes back.
Mm-hmm. She actually is
No,
made to go back.
see, I knew after he got his way, he was gonna get rid of her. I knew that was gonna happen,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
then
so
either
like
he's gonna come get her or she's gonna go back. I'm like, oh, whatever.
yeah. Yeah, so she ends up going back to the boyfriend. Of course, things are completely different now. And the boyfriend kind of started a relationship with like a neighbor that ended up moving in shortly after. Well, I say shortly after. I think it was like a couple months after she'd been gone.
Okay,
And she kind of saw their interaction and felt like relieved because it let her off the hook in her mind. And then when she sees, if I remember correctly, like she sees that interaction, she goes inside and it was like, I'm out. I'm out of here. Like he obviously has somebody that he can move on to. I don't want to be here in the first place, so I'm leaving. I I think she goes straight back to Q. I'm pretty sure she does. So yeah, they go back and then they decide to they're going to give like their relationship a real shot, and like she's going to help him with like the real estate and investment side of things and that kind of thing, and they're going to go get revenge on sex traffickers. That was like the premise of the next book.
oh, does she still have the tracking in her for them? Does that bothered me a lot.
I don't remember.
So probably
Possibly, yeah.
Because they put tracking in her when they did the tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, when are we going to deal with this? Because they can come and snatch you like Repo. And I'm
Repo.
pretty sure that's going to happen at some point.
Oh my god.
That's the most sophisticated word
Oh
I
my
can come up at 6
god.
o'clock in the morning, okay?
That's so funny. What happened to you? I got repoed. Why are you back here? I got repoed. Owner stopped making payments. Oh man, that is awful.
I mean, no, it really is awful, but I have a feeling that that's going to happen. I have a feeling that's going to happen in one of the books.
Possibly. Like I said, I didn't continue. If you would have liked it and wanted to continue, I would have continued because I was intrigued. Like I liked that okay, so I was gonna say I liked the dynamic in his household. I didn't really like the dynamic in his household as far as like them keeping it a secret that he's a good guy
Mm-hmm.
from her,
Yeah.
obviously. And granted, I mean, I guess she had to prove to be trustworthy or whatever, but I just that kind of annoyed me. And but what I was gonna say, that was one thing that I would have continued reading. I would have liked to see like how their actual relationship developed, like how the household ended up developing, them actually getting revenge on the sex traffickers, like that kind of stuff. I would have been interested to see, but I wasn't interested to see enough to continue on my own.
Do you know it's 4 books?
Yeah, I think I did know.
It should only be 2.
Yeah, I agree.
I can already feel it. It's a feeling.
Yeah.
Maybe 3, maybe if she
Right,
wasn't
depending
repeating
on
herself.
how. Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
That's all I mean, I really don't I mean, her and Brax were never going to work out if you can't communicate. And you shouldn't have to hide your wants and needs from your partner because if you have to hide them, then
Yeah.
they're not your partner.
Yeah, for sure.
And like I thought it was really weird. He's like 23, right? In his early 20s and he doesn't want to experiment sexually? Like isn't that odd? Or are we just
No, I think they were so trauma bonded. Like they were together because of like com- comfortability, being
Yeah, they were
comfortable.
content and comfortable.
Yeah, like they'd leaned on each other for so long through so much, it didn't make sense to be with somebody else. And I don't think either of them would have left if it hadn't happened the way that it did, because she's experienced so much neglect and that kind of thing. She's like, well, this is probably as good as it's going to get. And he's, and it's kind of the same for him. I think he saw her too much as, I don't want to say like a familial connection, because I mean, he was still interested in having sex with her, but like he was almost too concerned with protecting her or treating her as like this person on a pedestal that experimenting with her didn't feel right or good or whatever. At least that's kind of how I read it.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I don't think mm, yeah. I think he was only having sex with her because she wanted to have sex, to be honest.
Well, and that too. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's not healthy for
No.
either of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I completely agree.
I don't have anything else.
Me neither. That's all I got.
Oh my gosh. It's like Sunshine and the Stalker all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was nothing. Okay. Shall we go into ratings?
Sure.
Darkness.
I feel like saying 3 is really bad because of the content at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But like once you get past her actually being caught and sold, it's really not that dark.
It's not. It's literally like a fucking contemporary, like I said.
And a
Kinky
boring one
sex.
at that.
Yeah, kinky sex does not make it dark.
No.
So can we say like, I think we can say 3 with the caveat the darkest part is, well, she does run away and she does get
Yeah.
raped on page.
Yeah.
What's our rating again?
Yeah, maybe we do need to do a 4. I forgot about that scene.
Let me see.
Doesn't he end up killing the one guy as he's on top of her?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'd say at least 4 then.
Okay, so 3 is moderate darkness. This level of darkness becomes palpable, delving into themes of obsession, betrayal, or trauma. The romantic relationship is tested to its limits. Facing significant obstacles and internal conflicts, readers may experience a mixture of unease and fascination. Features a deeper exploration, power dynamics, emotional turmoil, or morally. Yeah, definitely a 3. 4 is significant darkness. This level plunges into the depths of darkness, exploring themes of manipulation. Oh, that stupid fucking word. Or profound emotional turmoil. The romantic relationship may border on toxic, with characters grappling with their darkest desires and impulses. So intense and gritty elements, including explicit content, graphic violence, or psychological trauma, not recommended for sensitive readers. 3.5?
Yeah, I think a 3.5. Yeah,
Say
I
that
like it.
again.
Yeah, I think a 3.5.
Because I think, like you said, the issue is with when they catch her and sell her, and then the one scene in the barn, and that's it. And that's about 10% of the book, maybe 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Spicy. It's got to be a 4.
Oh, okay. You're going to remember better than I am because I don't remember it being all that spicy.
I'm just assuming with the all free for range buffet
Free
that
for
he
range.
does a lot of geeky stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I think there's only that one scene.
So then a 3?
I think, yeah, because I think leading up to that scene, their sex scenes are pretty vanilla, aren't
Well,
they?
I mean, he has the sex with her
Again, this has
he has the
been
sex with her in the
months.
shower, almost in the basement.
Did you say the
Huh?
sex? Did you say he has the sex with
He
her?
has sex with her. Was that not right?
I thought you said he has the
Oh.
sex with her. Like, is there a different, like,
Okay.
is the sex with a capital S? I'm confused.
I don't know what I said. So they
Oh,
have sex
that's funny.
in the shower after the barn scene. He has her hanging in the meeting in the dress.
Oh, I forgot about
Then
that.
there was the thing in the basement where he has her bent over. Is it a pool table or something else? And they're messing around. I don't know. I can give it a 3. Hell, I would probably give it a 2. Maybe not a 2. We can give it a 3. 2.
We'll go with
Okay.
3.
So 3 for spicy. And overall,
I get 2.
oh, that's nice.
That's mean for me. Like, I don't know if I've ever rated anything, well, aside from the ritual. I don't think I've ever rated anything this low that I didn't, like, outright hate. And I didn't outright hate this. I
Okay, so
was
it was
just
like
bored.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give it a 2 for That's what
Yeah.
that's what a 2 is Do what you want with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, you all, have you read Tears of Tess? What would you rank it? Did you enjoy it? Was it too boring for you, or did you like the pace? We would love to hear from you on Instagram at Bones of the Story, and we will see you next time.
Thank you for joining us on the journey into the shadows of love, where dark romance stories come to light.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Bones of the Story as much as we did. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Your feedback means the world to us.
And to stay updated on all things dark romance, follow us on social media. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
We'd also love to hear from you. Share your thoughts, ideas, or even your own dark romance stories with us. Drop us a line at bonesofthestory@gmail.com.
Remember, our next tantalizing episode is just around the corner, so keep your hearts open and your senses sharp.
Until then, embrace the darkness and let the stories continue to stir your deepest desires.
This is Misty
And Jenn,
signing off
from Bones of the Story.